Kelu Babu. As the great Padma Vibhushan, Guru Kelucharan Mahapatra was respectfully called by audiences and students around the world, was one of the most distinguished figures of the past century in the revival of classical Indian performing arts. Born near Puri and the sea in village Raghurajpur, renowned for its Bhattacharya painting tradition and Gotipua troupe, little Kelucharan Mahapatra learnt Gotipua dance, one of the foundations of classical Odissi, still performed by young boys dressed as girls. His father then sent him to a respected Ras Leela theatre group where he apprenticed for 12 years, gaining invaluable hands-on experience in backstage technical work, learnt tabla and performed as a child actor. After working for a year as a betel leaf cultivator, he got a job as a drummer with Odissi theatres in Cuttack, and eventually his insatiable urge to dance was discovered by Guru Pankaj Charandas, who included some dance in every theatre production. After this, there was no looking back as he embarked on a lifelong process exploring the Mahari temple dance and Gotipua public art traditions of Orissa, folk forms, temple sculpture, and paintings, with a genius for examining new material and understanding its aesthetic possibilities and dimensions. All this combined in his remarkable ability to synthesize the many visual and performing arts skills to translate the Odissi dance tradition from public square to concert stage.
To create a role on stage is a total involvement. Before coming to the stage, I put on my makeup and begin to focus on the role or character, salute my God and Guru, and only think of what that character will do. I am already transformed before I enter the stage. You have to forget yourself, your own identity totally. If anything unexpected happens on stage, I improvise in character.
Guru Kelucharan Mahapatra embodied the transformational, metaphysical possibilities and realities inherent in classical Indian dance. When he entered, the stage became a sacred space. His sinuous lines and perfect proportions created a breathtaking aesthetic, enthralling us all. Very different from the humble, slight man off stage, balding and even with missing teeth. No female disciple could be as enchanting as his Radha in the Gita Govinda, or any other dancer approach the impact of his powerfully moving devotional Kevat Prasang, the boatman of the Ramayana. He captivated audiences in India and around the world with magical interpretations of an inner world of spiritual beauty and truth. Festivals in England, Russia, Germany, France, America, and Japan featured Kelu Babu as a living treasure of India. When Kelu Babu joined the Annapurna theatre group, the dancing of Lakshmi Priya, the first Oriya woman to perform on stage, inspired him. Soon, his dancing partner became his cherished life partner. In their homes in Cuttack and Bhubaneswar, the puja room was central, a focus for the religious and spiritual impetus at the heart of his dance and creative energy. Kelu Babu was also amazing at putting things together, taking them apart, reassembling them and recreating, whether cameras, tape recorders or elements of creating a dance piece. He applied his creative artistry to everything, from the masonry of his home, piano playing, to the elegance of churning butter in life and art. From creating a shrine to his beloved mother in Raghurajpur to teaching his art to his granddaughter Pritisha, Kelu Babu was devoted to his family. Much of the standard repertoire of modern-day Odissi was created by Guru Kelucharan Mahapatra over the more than 15 years of teaching at the Kala Vikas Kendra, Cuttack from 1953. He had a remarkable ability to teach relatively large number of students, systematically and precisely, with a pedagogy that constantly evolved. He was large-hearted as a guru and taught his great art to many students across India and the world, as he trusted that the best would nurture and sustain it. During summer courses in the 70s, Guruji would even accommodate students in his own home. From Cuttack to annual workshops in Kolkata, Mumbai and Delhi, as well as internationally, the jet-set Guru finally made Bhubaneswar his base. First with the Odissi Research Centre and then his own institution, Srujan. The pantheon of Odissi dancers, trained by Guru Kelucharan Mahapatra, have shared the flowering of his art and added their own blooms to the garden. In the 70s, Guruji patiently painted the altar and applied makeup mixed from dry pigment for every disciple in his dance drama performances in Odisha. He guided his disciples in every aspect of their lives when needed, as his paternal mentoring and generosity went way beyond just teaching technique. Today, his many disciples share the inheritance of this intangible cultural treasure of Odissi. Each has contributed to the appreciation of this beautiful style of Odissi and added their own artistic creativity to continue to move the tradition forward. Interactions on and off stage with other legendary performing artists, including duets with Kalanidhi Narayanan, Birju Maharaj and Girija Devi, created a lasting impact on all those fortunate enough to be present. His many disciples gathered to celebrate him, as even those not taught by him called him Guruji and felt the same love and affection. In 1966, Odissi dance itself and Guru Kelucharan Mahapatra were honoured with the Central Sangeet Natak Academy Award. His many honours include the Madhya Pradesh government's Kalidas Award in 1987, the Legion of Honour from France, and the 3 Padmas from the President of India, Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan, and the Padma Vibhushan.
In 1995, I was performing at the Open Air Theatre at Sanskriti Kendra. While I was performing Pasyati Disi Disi, the electricity went off. I indicated to my son Shibu to continue playing pakhwas, and I moved into the audience searching for Krishna by the light of the moon and continued to dance. By the time the lights came back on, and I completed the performance. I had danced 1.5 hours of this single Ashtapadi. Amjad Ali Khan and wife Subhalakshmi genuinely asked if I had composed the performance this way, but I danced from my inner feeling and continued without caring about lights or time.
Over his long career, Guru Kelucharan Mahapatra choreographed literally hundreds of solo compositions, 50 ballets, and inspired hundreds of disciples. His performances enthralled audiences in villages, temples, and capital cities around the globe. Kelu Babu's personal genius as an artist, coupled with ceaseless hard work, openness to challenges, to experiment, and the memory of his creativity and affection will continue to delight and inspire as we remember him and renew our dedication to respectfully follow in his footsteps. He was both the architect of the neoclassical revival of Odissi and the guru of most of the leading exponents of this art in the 20th century. The stage was transformed into a sacred space when this humble man set foot upon it. His superlatively moving performances, suffused with devotion and artistic dedication, made him a living legend. We saw the divine on stage, and his deeply felt spiritual and aesthetic offering at the lotus feet of Lord Jagannath continues to reward us with his darshan.